Alright, this is the video to help you avoid the twisting problems that are associated with the pin extrude tool as it's used in the ElboPipe assembly preset. If you're not familiar with the ElboPipe assembly preset, please take a look at the other videos, especially the intro video. But in any case, so this known issue here is that pin extrude can lead to twisting of the profile that's being extruded along the path. And I've managed to isolate at least one of the causes, one of the geometric configurations that tends to lead to twisting. It starts with a simple 45-degree turn in your path, as we see here. This path is otherwise straight, as seen from the top here, but we have this 45-degree turn occurring in this corner. And such turns lie in a plane. In fact, any two lines or 3 points define a plane. But if we just select some other vertices and start moving them, then that particular elbow, that particular turn, will no longer lie in one of the sort of cardinal planes, in this case the y-x plane. It starts to move out of that plane. Now again, of course, the curve is still in a plane, but it's in a plane that's kind of at a tilted angle relative to the basic coordinate system. And that seems to cause the problem. And it just seems to be peculiar to that fact that it's a 45-degree angle to begin with, as we see again here. So how can we work around this problem? I mean, we have our path and we want it to move in that sort of direction, and we have again our 45-degree angle here, and we're going to go ahead and attempt, I'll do it one more time here, attempt to move these vertices in the z direction, which will lead to these problems. And by the way, these problems are exacerbated by the beveling that is used to create the elbow geometry. That's what's exploding here. The bevel gets really confused by the twisted geometry, and that can be kind of disastrous with MeshFusion, because if that's a MeshFusion source mesh, MeshFusion can get really confused and lock up or stall or whatever. So we really do want to try to avoid this. One way that it can be avoided is to simply not do that. Just move up to the next elbow in your path and get your path moving in that direction by using that other elbow. Of course, you may not want that space, so one thing you can do is simply move that elbow, that other one that you're using to turn, closer to the first one, and you see they'll actually merge. That's just a feature of the ElboPipe tool. You don't want to push them too close together. It'll start to freak out from that too, but there's a pretty good amount of slack there, and you can get this sort of compound elbow, and that seems to solve the problem. We can get the path to move off in those directions, moving those other points in Z without any apparent problems. Another workaround is to simply avoid that 45-degree angle leading into the turn that we want to make. Here I'm going a lot farther, actually, in my experience, than I need to go. It's nearly vertical there. You don't need to go that far, but again, in my experiences, if you get away from 45 degrees, then we can make those moves we wanted to make, again, without any problems. So I know that's an inconvenience. You may want that 45-degree angle there, but at least we know what to expect and have a couple of ways that we can avoid it. All right, thanks. See you next time.